hopefully this thing picks up my voice pretty well. Do, 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 do. Hi, sorry, I had to grab some things also. My hair is not really cooperating that much, so that's fun. But yeah, hi. Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday so far. When did it get to be Tuesday again? It's like it was just Saturday. It was Saturday a couple of days ago, so yeah. Funny how that works. But yes, trying out new thing, which still in frame. Hey, hello. How goes? How goes Tuesday so far? Hope all is good. I'm trying out my new thing, which new thing being a microphone actually, so the camera will no longer be a mic here on the stream, which is helpful. I really do hope this is picking up well. Closer to my face, but not as close. And I don't see myself having an arm for this anytime soon, so that's gonna be a thing as well. Yeah. Yeah, new microphone, which is what I was hinting at the other day. Which pattern? I think this is on 1. That's only gonna pick up from what's in front of it. I was gonna have it like in the middle, but that would have messed up my camera setup here, so that's annoying. Sounding good for me. Yay! Awesome. Yes, so name of the game today is, for the moment, Tiny Socks. There will be Floof spinning later, but pretty much Tiny Socks going on for the moment. I believe I'm on the heel turn of this sock. Not, I'm pretty close to being there. Yeah, like maybe one more round and then go on heel turn for this. So what are you up to today so far? Anything interesting? Nothing really on my end so far. The mic actually had shown up Sunday. And basically it was like a Russian nesting doll to get it out of the box. It's literally a box within a box within the Amazon box, and I was just like, why are we a box in a box? Blanket sewing. Bleh. Sewing, unfortunately, is not in my wheelhouse, but yay. And yeah, Tiny Socks for a friend. This is like pair number 3. Not like this is pair number 3 that I'm in the midst of. I made progress on the blanket. That's the, yeah, I was just like, I mean, I figured the actual microphone itself would be in a box. You know, obviously they prevent it from like rolling around and whatever. I was like, I wasn't expecting the box within the box, and I was just like, guys, what are we doing? I mean, I'm glad it's like perfectly safe and all that, but still, it was like, are you really doing this? Also, I feel like that's a waste of packaging, but whatever. I didn't tell them to do that, they did so. Volition. Eh. Black and orange, Hexy Puff. Oh! Hexy Puff, yeah. Hexy Puffs be taking forever. I like the thought of a Hexy Puff blanket, but at the same time, it's just like, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have the patience in order to, you know, make all the squares, stuff all the squares, and then, oops, accidentally knocked the mic, and put it all together like that, so. Definitely good job that you're doing that. What weight yarn are you using? And how many hexy puff are required? Also, whoops. Yeah, I know the other end is probably pulling out right now. A scrap project where I'm working on off one thing. Doing is, yeah. As a scrap project, it's way more casual. Hey, Jane. Hello. How goes your Tuesday? I'm here with heel, well, about to be a heel on a tiny sock. With worsted, okay, worsted yarn is not so bad. But still, 390 of those. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. How's your morning been so far, Jane? I enjoy it. Oh, it's a queen size, and yeah. Even worsted weight, a queen size anything takes forever. I've made 2 blankets using worsted weight yarn, queen size. Would not recommend. Going well. Yep. That'll be a thing. For probably at least this week, more than likely. Yeah, just mainly getting some stuff done here. Also, my hair has decided it's not gonna stay how it's supposed to. It's like a weird mess, and I hate it. If I had a hat, I would have put on a hat, but I don't have a hat that would really fit. I mean, unless I borrowed one of my mom's hats. Yarn was, yep. The box actually hung out outside for like a couple of days. Which also, I was telling my friend this morning, like, that basically falsifies what's its face? Words. FedEx when I said they had delivered my thing last year. Yeah, no, I have never had anything stolen off the porch, so. People be in everybody's business over there, so it would be noticed if someone tried to be like, we're just gonna take this off the porch. Nah. My stomach, and it feels, it could just be a sprain. Maybe you should just, like, get some ice on it and see how that goes. I have not broken anything in my life, so I have no idea. I imagine that would not be pleasant. But yeah, box is safely inside the house now, so it's fine. Which I didn't realize it was going to be in a box because, you know, the last couple of times it had been in a mailer that they were sending the yarn, but they were like, no, we'll just send this in a box now. Okay. So that's weird. Interesting and weird. That's a lot. It is not a lot. I told you, remember, I only had, like, the cotton. I only got, like, 12 balls of cotton. Ooh, alpaca floof. Although alpaca doesn't have, like, memory to it, so If you're gonna like use it for stuff, you know, it's gonna just whatever that sound effect was. Like grow out and not shrink back in. I didn't get much. Okay. You got it just to try it? Maybe I can make a hat. Maybe. Ooh. Pay attention. We are doing a thing. Oh, also, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss the thing. Not sure if you heard me hinting about what new thing that was gonna appear. But we have a new thing here. New thing being a mic. Specifically, oh, let's not do that. This mic here. So now the camera no longer has to be the mic. Let's get that to sit back. Yeah, the camera, not the camera, the mic comes with its own tripod thing. So luckily I didn't have to figure out that placing that, so that works for me. Although, I wonder, should I make this thing higher? Alright. That might be better. Yeah, a little bit taller. Taller is probably a wee bit better. Alright, let's get to this row. And this also means, literally, I won't have to use the camera for game or arting streams. I can instead plug this in. I mean, literally all my USB slots will still be full, but at least I won't have to use the camera. Although I'm curious how this is going to work for YouTube stuff and things. Which I have ideas, I just need to work on them. I could have done some of that yesterday. But yesterday was a bit of cleaning, so I didn't get a chance to do any of that. Alright. Oh, okay. I've only spent a little bit of the acrylic floof since I was last on Saturday. But I do want to save, like, me spinning the final bit of that braid on stream. More than likely that's going to happen. It's not terribly much. I need to go cut another piece, because I had finished the piece that I attached. I just didn't add a new one onto there. Because I knew I would just keep going. Like, I can just spin a little bit. And then by the time you know what the rest of the thing is gone, it's like, when did that happen? Also, I presume, Jane, you saw the Tour de Fleece Discord link for the Twitch team, which I didn't say a thing in the Discord just in case if people wanted to join TDF and didn't notice that the link did exist. To go and check it out. Okay, yeah, I saw. I figured. I was like, you must have seen the link, or you might have been on one of the other streams that probably been sharing the link. Although, has Rogue been on since? No, I don't believe so. I would put it publicly, but I'm like, I don't trust, well, let's not be stupid, so that's why I was like, let me just say this in the Discord. And probably just, anybody wants to join that's here, PM them a link and not have a live link in the actual chat. Yeah, this should be fun and interesting. I am probably going to keep it at my usual spin to reach my goal and spin every day, because that's usually what I do. Yay! I have enough Floof. I'm not allowed any more Floof. I am tempted by Floof, but I'm not allowed any more Floof this year. Like, at all. It was like, I have what, maybe, not counting the acrylic, and like maybe 5 to 7 braids of Floof hanging out at home. And then, of course, 3 more acrylic braids, and it's like, yeah, no. No more Floof for you. I mean, yes, I'll eventually have it all spun up, but... Oop. Yeah, I was like, that should definitely be... Okay, we cool. Yay! Alright. So... let's get this stitch, and then... this is the halfway point here on this heel. Also, what kind of Floof? I'll maybe consider buying more Floof at the point where I'm like possibly like halfway through my stash of Floof. Maybe. Because literally, I have Floof from my birthday last year still. Last year. But I have not spun yet. Just because I tend to like spin the stuff I've had the longest first. Although I've kind of broken that tradition lately, but usually I tried to be like and the stuff that has been sitting there for the longest. Also, yeah, that was splitting. Let's fix that. There. I did not notice that I had split that stitch. Alright. At least it's fixed now. Alright. Let's go the other way. Oh yeah, also I forgot that bat. Alright, I'm trying to contemplate how many braids. Okay, 3 braids of acrylic. I know there's Teaswater there. There's one that partially spun, and then there's one that hasn't been spun yet. The Tencel one, what is it, Paulsworth and Silk, I believe, something like that, and the one I bought from Alley Cat, the one that Jane gave me, really, really pretty. What else? And the bat that I won from last year's Tour de Fleece. That's sparkly craziness. And Jacob. Ooh, I have not played around with Jacob. I hear good things about it. Pretty purple and blue, about 4 ounces each, possibly a third one. I can't remember the color. Yeah, the Paulworth and I think Silk, something along those lines, is a pink. The one with Tencel is like black and white with like a bit of a neonish stripe in there, like a neonish like light green or something. Teaswater is purple, the unspun one. Spun one is partially spun one rather is like an aqua color. Yeah, Jacob is certainly a well-liked kind of floof, from what I can recall off the top of my head right this second. Uh-oh. No, no, no. No, we're not doing that. Oh. Yeah, I got that back in there. That's fine. Ugh. That is why I hate when the stitch involves the tail. I usually tend to like pull a wee bit too hard and pull the whole stitch out, which is not helpful. Alright, let's back in. Let's make sure that gets pulled in. Alright, there. That fixes that little annoyance. And... alright. Oh, That's what I was doing. Whoops. Ah, I really like it. But I mean, that is fair. Yeah, I can't say I have a favorite wool either. Because all kinds of floof have their plus and minuses. Although some are really, really nice to work with on just a spinning element alone. And two. Alright, yeah, we're here. Did I? Oh, I hadn't put the other one on, but I really like, yeah. BFL is certainly a nice one, and I've used that repeatedly. My only thing is that sometimes I think, at least when I try to spin for a sock weight yarn, BFL, I tend to spin a little bit on the thick side. So it tends to, at least in the past two I've spun, have like come to be like, I'd say, like heavy fingering weight yarn. But still in the fingering ratio, just I would probably have to spin a wee bit thinner to get it to where I'd want it to be for sock yarn. That's just me, but it does spin nicely. Alright, and now we're back to the rest of this heel without using those stitch markers. I vaguely kind of remember first doing the Fish Lips Kiss heel and be like, what is any of this? And now it's been, for a majority of socks, certainly my go-to heel. Although I don't mind the usual heel flap, heel turn gusset business. At least now from when I was first doing it and it took forever. New! There we are. Nope, we're not doing that. Ow. I did not appreciate me doing that. Also, I think this is like the first time I've knit anything in like a couple of days. I expect. Yeah. Like I said. Although I swore I said in the Discord it was gonna be like another week. At least. There's some stuff that needs to get done here. Nothing too intensive, but just need a bit more time, so yeah. I have to hold off on the chainmail a little bit longer. I do hope to have some chainmail to be worked on sometime this month. It has been forever since I've done any chainmail. I say forever, but it's been 3 months, but that's the longest I have not done anything chainmail for a little while now. So, as you can see, we have the little skirt of a heel happening. I swear they're so tiny and cute. Come on. Fire Starling, hello. How have you been? How goes things, and how is your Tuesday going so far? I'm making small socks for friends. Somewhat now recently arrived human. This is like pair number 3. You want to make like a couple more sizes. Just to make sure, you know, these socks don't lose their functionality in like a couple of months. I know the small humans tend to grow very quickly. Ooh, come on. No, don't do that. There we go. But okay. Yes, learn how to make the socks. Given neither for small human size, I'm basically doing like very, very plain. Because there's not much real estate to work with. I should be done with this heel at least before I had to take a break. How much time is... Oh, yeah. More than likely should be... finish with this soon enough. My first trial. Aw. Honestly, when you're first trying to do a thing, mistakes and missteps are gonna happen. And personally, I feel like the heel and maybe the toe, although toe is just mostly just greasing, are going to be the hardest parts you'll have to deal with in regards to working on a sock. Because you're basically knitting around in a circle, although if you're not used to, you know, DPNs or circulars, it takes a little bit getting used to in regards to that. Other than that, it's not exceedingly difficult. I'm trying to not make it sound like the easiest thing in the world just because I have, you know, a wee bit of bias on that, given I've done this for a couple of years now. It actually came out not too bad, but they're still. No! Ew! Who steals socks? Who the hell steals socks? Sorry, that definitely sucks. I would have definitely been like, give me back my damn socks. She also calls. No. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. She sounds great. Ugh, sorry. Alright. And alright, and that should be last one right over here. Come on. Alright. And mittens tend to be not a thing really hard, like really in my lane of things. Jane, do you happen to have a mitten pattern? I remember you were making some at one point. I think it was like a moon sort of thing. My brain does not recall the pattern at the current time. Although I can definitely check the Discord. Give me a second, actually, since I have, you know, Discord right in front of my face, so I can actually look for that right now. Okay, there's nothing, huh? projects. Really? That's interesting. It says there's nothing there, but I swear. Glove. Oh, there were fingerless gloves, although technically if you wanted to, you could just add a hat to them. I mean, I've done fingerless gloves, but I've not done any with the fingers. Alright, let's go to this post and see. Yeah, that was from last year. Okay. My brain is completely blanking on what this pattern is. Although these are a bit of color work, although I don't think they should be terribly difficult. Copy link. Let me check that it's just this picture. Let's see. Okay, yeah, just the picture. Yeah, these. And I am really blanking. Patterns. Although honestly, you can take out the color work and do like, it'd basically be like starting a sock, but you would basically have to extend, or at least like, I would say, add stitches for the thumb gusset. And other than that, basically be like a general in the round thing. I'm probably explaining this terribly right now, because it's been a while since I've done fingerless gloves, but I remember the general gist of them. Yeah, I do not have the pattern. I don't see it right now, but I would be happy to look for it. I'll probably look around during the break in like 10 minutes and see if I could find it. That or if Jane Wayne happens to find it. I'm not sure if she's around or if she has wandered off. But actually, you know what? Mittens. Mitten. Or glove. Pattern. Knitting. Let's see. Do you want it with the fingers or without the fingers? Like, you know, just one whole mitt here in the thumb, or individual fingers? So they're showing what the individual fingers here on Ravelry with like sport weight yarn. If you want that. Which, it's a Ravelry link, just be forewarned. Alright, without, alright, let me find... Also to note, is Ravelry a problem for you? If so, I'd be happy to go look elsewhere. The other glove, I'm pretty sure, is Ravelry too, the colorwork one that I showed you before. Oh, okay. Also, that's shouldn't be there. Let me delete that. Yes, I deleted that because that shouldn't be coming up on there from the bot. Let's see. Timers, that should be off. Okay, then what hell is that even on? Okay. No, we are not doing it. Cool. Don't mind me, I'm apparently forgetting to turn off timers on my bot. Actually, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I see that there. Let's see, pattern. Work. Harris. Oh, that looks like a lot of that. Is that a free pattern? Oh, no. That is not a free pattern. We will not be looking at that. Okay, yeah, this is gonna turn into a whole thing, so let me just wait until the break and then I will poke at that. Also, there. I realized OBS had wandered off because I was clicking on a screen. Yeah, let me actually do that during the break. I think I know where the first one I showed you was. Although that was when I had my old laptop, so I know the link's not going to be wandering around here, but should be in the Discord somewhere. No, we're not doing that. Please don't split. Alright, so welcome back. I didn't realize, did I miss you say you were going to do a thing? I think I might have. No, okay. Jane, remember those colorwork gloves that you had did, last year, the fingerless ones? Do you happen to have that pattern? No, I just know. Okay, I was like, I know I didn't miss anything in chat. I'm not that oblivious. Yeah, do you happen to have that pattern? Okay, yes. Awesome. Hey, Caledon, how goes? Hopefully your Tuesday is going well. Sweet Moon. There we go. Thank you. Wow. Fire Starling. That is the pattern, which I forget. Do I have? No, I'm not logged in, so that's not helpful to me. I haven't logged in on my PC yet. I changed them. Okay. Got it. Yay! 90% done. That is always good when you can see the finish line coming up. And my watch is yelling me to move. Oh, let's get this inside. I will cut the yarn. Oh, I forgot to do the thing, didn't I? So there wouldn't be as a gap. But it's free, yeah. That is always a plus. I am here working on small human socks, but going to be switching over to Floof spinning for the latter half of stream. Just finished up the heel, so basically back to docking it until I hit the toe song. Why can I not talk today? Jesus. Also, let me actually click this back on so I can actually see where I am in frame. Oh, okay. Be cool. Good, good. I figured I wasn't out of frame, but I usually like to have this like right in front of my face. There are times I will want out of frame, and oh, okay. That is probably a good idea. Sorry, I was looking at the TDS, EDF Discord just to see what was that thing about, but it was just about the questions only section. Which is definitely a good idea. I don't have terribly far knit. I'll probably work on this just a wee bit more when I come back. I know I could probably do this without really looking, but I do not really want to miss any stitches. And to make sure that I'm just doing that to make sure there's not a gap between where the heel ends and the sock starts again. They always hate those little gaps. is the other one. Which I do that just to cinch it tight. Alright, and let me cut the heel yarn, which I honestly do think I want to get more of this color, because I really do like it a lot. This is the patina yarn I gotten when Knit Picks was having a sale for green. There, and there we are. Alright. That gets that out the way, so I only have one yarn in front of me. I'm literally just gonna keep knitting if I let myself, so once I get to the end of this round, which should be in a couple more stitches, I'm gonna take a quick break and come back in the usual 5 to 10 minutes to work on this some more and then switch over to spinning. Nope. No, we're not splitting. Thank you. Alright. There. Alright. So that's what we currently have. Look at the tiny heel. The heel is tiny. Alright, so I'll be back. Usual 5 to 10 minutes. Totally feel free to play the Plinko game on the Be Right Back screen right here. So remember those purple socks that I made? Which, the variegated purple. Yeah, variegated purple with the short stripes. So they sent me some stuff in thank you, and hilariously including socks, and it was just like, they're like rolling with my nomies, and I was just like, I'm gonna glare at you later. I didn't expect them to just send me socks as a thank you. Also, headache soother, which I think at the time my head had been bothering me, so there's this too. Also, there's chocolate, because they know me too well. Although, I think the truck, yeah, those trucks don't get air conditioned, so it's really, really hot in there, so yeah, some of it feels like it melted. So they might have to hang out in the freezer and get re-solidified. But yes, literally just popped up during the break and I was like, oh, okay. Because they weren't sure when it was gonna get here. I guess those socks are hilarious, and I'm just gonna give them a look next time I talk to them. Also, let us get back to the tiny socks. We are on the foot, so it's basically full steam stockinette ahead. No. Why you come off? Why you do this to me? Hello. I think I'm gonna need about 8 browns before I start decreasing for the toe here. About 8. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 actually. At least compared to that first sock, so not terribly long before we start decreasing on this toe here. I realized I did not bring out the darning needle, although I think I stuck that in one of the various balls of yarn that I have around me, so probably we'll find that later, maybe. But I hope you guys enjoyed that break. I realize I'm rambling, as I want to do. Such is my life. I should update my friend on small socks, which I'm waiting till I'm back home to send them, because I have some colors I have back home, so I'd rather, you know, wait until I have access to all my colors and then see what other socks I want to make out of them. Boo 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 boo. Ah, what is... My only annoyance with this yarn is at times it likes to get caught on itself, and it's annoying. Oh, I did not cut the floof during the break because package arrived and I was like, ooh, package. Oops. Oh well. I know the floof is right underneath where my foot is, so not gonna be that difficult to just cut another piece of fiber, so not the worst thing in the world, but I just like having a piece already prepped. So you don't have to do all that immediately. Oh, that came off of this thing. I'm like, I know I don't have anything that color. You. Also, I did actually remember to have water, so that's good at least. My throat won't be annoyed at me in that regard. Speaking of, not terribly much left of this one, so better if I just drink it now. Oh. Not realize I put that down hard enough to make a sound. Oops. Next socks I think I personally make for myself, like a full-on pair, is probably going to be some shorty socks, given it's summer now. Well, unofficially summer. Actual solstice summer is in 13 days? If I am not mistaken, 13? I'm sitting on the coffee table. You can make work on the sewing. You can always spin Floof. Work on the sewing. And I know that feeling. It's like you're working on one thing and then something else is like come play with me. Don't neglect me. Don't leave me all by my lonesome. Which times that by like 5 if you're working on like various projects at once, which that is an amazing thing to do. I like having options. I usually try to keep it like one per type of thing, although I have a shawl on the needles and also I have a sweater on the needles back home, so in this instance, not really. Although I'm half considering if not, I can maybe use the sweater pattern or a shirt, which that's what I'm thinking for the acrylic. Lurking underneath the coffee table, demanding it. Sounds about right. Would this hypothetical blanket be the same? Like, sort of thing that you're doing with the current blanket you're working on, or a different thing altogether? Hypothetically speaking. And let's not have that run underneath my fingernail. Although all my fingernails are long now, so it's really hard not to do that. Different. Okay, gotcha. For you or for someone else? Those two going, aww. Blankets are not a thing I do terribly often. Just because they take so much damn work. But they're nice when they're finished. Yeah, those are like a larger on-taking than most projects, in my opinion. So we're slowly but surely getting there for the start of this hill on these tiny socks. I honestly hadn't even decided to work on the socks until like an hour before stream, because they had been sitting there and I just kept going. I keep seeing me making. So yeah, those go a lot more quickly than a blanket. Because honestly, you think blankets would be like 2 minutes, especially smaller ones, and then it's just like, no. Blankets are a while. No matter what the size. And even if you have nothing to do, you kind of just tend to get onto the, hey, I want to do something else that is not, you know, this blanket. Alright. I think we're almost there. Let me finish this round and then see what happens. And also, this is why I don't make myself hats terribly much, just because I think I have a couple hats and it's just like I could probably use, you know, less, or maybe just have some, you know, plain hats. Because a good chunk of my hats tend to be colorful, which is not a bad thing. Just sometimes where it's just like I go to put on a hat and it's like, hey, this does not go with that because of that color. Not that things have to match, but just my preference for that to be the case. Alright, we're almost there. I think once I get to about where the toe starts, I am going to switch over to spinning, which I would say right now is about another round or 2. Yeah, I'd say about 2 rounds. Maybe 3 at the most. Because there's not much of a foot to speak of on a recently created small human, so the foot portion that exists goes very quickly, which is nice. Also, I have a feeling this is gonna make me feel like my socks drag on forever when they don't. The next time I do a me-size sock. Which, no, that other sock from Sock Madness is still chilling on the needles. I haven't touched it. Terrible. I will eventually get back to that at some point. Also, I think, yeah, the start of the round. Ew. Okay. Also, I actually made sure to file my nails on the side so the yarn wouldn't get caught on them anymore. Although I think I just need to cut this one. There's like a crack on the side. Probably just better I cut that one. And alright. Wee bit of drop frames. Nothing especially heinous. Okay, yeah. Based on how this is lining up, this is the start of the round, actually. So, let's see. I'll have to keep that in mind. Must have been when I did the heel that I did it the other way instead. And yeah, this should be about the start of the toe. Alright, so considering I don't have my yarn needle to like Kitchener the toe once it's done, it's over there. I just don't feel like looking for it. I am gonna switch over things, so I'm gonna put this on the be right back for just a second. I'll still be here. I just need to move around some stuff. And you will commence with the spinnings. Oh wow, this is a lot less than I remember it being. It's definitely gonna get done this week. That, then. And I'm going to be switching over scenes. Hopefully this doesn't get picked up on by the mic here, although I'm not sure if the noise gate thing still applies. I'm pretty sure it should in regards to this. Let's see. Hellos, and I'm gonna need to move this out just a wee bit. I had a feeling that was gonna be the case. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn down the gain just a little bit because it's looking white. And let's zoom out just a hair to give this a little bit more look-sees. Actually, I can go a little bit farther out, I think. Yeah, a little bit farther out would be fine. Adjusting camera. How about now? Oh, okay. Yeah. Probably better if I did that. And are my hands in frame? Probably not. It is really hard to get this and my hand in frame at the same time. It's gonna have to be about there. And then move that over. A lot less of that is in frame. Alright. And we should be cool. Alright. We are all set now. Actually, no, I take that back. I need to separate this piece of floof here. And then I will commence with the spins. There we go. Yeah, this piece. And we'll put you over there. Alright, so let's do the spin. Okay, so the mic is not picking it up, so I guess the noise gate still applies, which is cool. Alright, although, let's just pick this up here. So in regards to this, we are actually really, really close to getting this done being spun. Like maybe the next time I bring this on stream, I'll probably be done spinning it. More than likely. So, do I need to move this hook yet? I don't think so. Alright. And time to draft the also, I've been learning the reason why enough people who spin, or at least some people who spin, happen to have one of those aprons, just because regardless of what kind of floof, the floof sheds. And it's annoying to have your shorts or pants in question being covered in floof. Come on. Okay, I'm holding on to this too long, so let me just turn that back down just a little bit. It's starting to get a little bit overspun. Starting to bunch in on itself, so probably better I have it a little bit slower. Alright, that's gonna be a bit solid of green. And also, for anybody wondering how much floof I actually have left of this on my person, there's another braid of this, but this is all I have left currently. So literally, I can maybe cut this once, if not twice, and then literally gonna be it. Yeah, this is probably just gonna be one more cut, and then that's it for how much I need to spin. So we're actually getting pretty close. Doo-boo-doo-boo-doo. Also, it is really quiet. Not a bad thing, but it is pretty quiet today. Although this is the start of the week, so. Or at least stream-wise, it's the start of the week, so it makes sense. Plus, I am probably kind of comparing today to Saturday, which is likely why. I had expected Saturday to be quiet stream-wise, and it ended up being the complete and utter opposite for very good reasons, but not expecting that. I'm probably gonna need to move this hook up a little bit soon. Alright, okay, that's hanging right here, so yeah, probably be better if I just move that up a wee bit more. Like about there. But thank you. This is acrylic, so just how whoever put these colors in here dyed them. Well, as a Gab, basically was destashing some of this, and I basically took half a pound of this and half a pound of some more neutral colored acrylic off of her. So kindly sent me. So I am thinking maybe t-shirt or tank top of some kind. I think I should be able to spin more than enough. Be able to get that much out of it. Not more than that. Also, this is not how the whole braided looked, because there's basically a huge chunk involving some yellow in there, which we had just gotten through the other day. So it's gonna be a lot. Yeah, I'm curious to see how it's gonna apply, because this is, you know, gonna be a chain ply I plan on doing, which it should hopefully land in my usual fingering weight range, so I'm curious to see how all these colors are gonna apply together as a chain ply. I have a feeling it's gonna be delightfully chaotic. That depends on how chaotic. If it's too chaotic, I might like put it with a neutral color, like maybe some more black, to like offset it. Although this has black in it, so this should probably shine on its own just fine, I hope. But we will see. This would need to get plied. Although a small bit of this I had put in Z-twist, and then somehow I ended up in S-twist, so that bit in Z-twist I am probably gonna just, you know, see about plying on my Turkish spindle once I cut it off from the rest of it. Which I probably should have just cut it from the beginning, but I was just like, let's just leave it alone. I meant to do the whole thing in a Z-twist, but I had forgotten at some point. So, Normally I do it then in S and then ply in Z. I know most common yarns are like done the opposite way, so spun in Z-twist and then plied in S-twist. Although I don't think that would affect the way how things look terribly much in the end. I'm just curious if that would make a difference. There we go. There's some Teeswater I have back home on the, which I had on the Nano because I hadn't gotten this yet. That I'm literally just about halfway that I'm doing in Z-twist for the singles and S-twist for, you know, the ply, which I pretty much usually chain ply. At some point I do want to see about maybe doing some actual, you know, 3-ply. I don't think I spin well enough, at least for like having a fingering weight yarn in a 4-ply, because you have to spin really, really thin for that. I'd say about maybe 60 wraps per inch, maybe? Give or take. Which at some point I'm gonna need to go grab that control card I have sitting in my cart on Etsy. Come on. There we go. More than likely I'm gonna have to cut another piece, more than likely. Heck, I might even, depending on how fast I spin, might actually get to the last piece of this today. Considering we have a whole nother hour left. Hadn't occurred to me. Come on. There we go. Actually, just a little bit more there. There. Although I'm actually getting a little bit thinner than what I'm trying to do. My consistency, as I keep saying ever so often when I mention this, has been a little bit wonky here and there. I'm hoping for the majority of this to have this be a, you know, actual fingering weight. We will see, but more than likely it should hopefully be fine. But I do remember there being at least a couple of, like, very, very stupidly thin areas. Speaking of, okay. How about making that a little bit thick? Nope. Actually, that's not so bad. Also, getting acrylic to retouch sometimes is a pain, because this stuff is a bit more slippery, so it doesn't have as much grab to it as if you were working with regular wool. Which, you know, animal fiber, it makes sense. Ooh. Alright, and next side. Come on. Honestly, if I'd really thought about this from the start, I would have like done the purpley pinkish bit, like split the whole braid lengthwise and done that. And the bluish and yellowish bit on another side, and like maybe ply them together lengthwise. It's like a 2-ply, but maybe do that with the next one, because I have another braid of this, so that isn't out of the question. Come on. Okay, it's not... Okay, I might need to up the tension just a little bit. Yeah, because it wasn't taking it in, but I think that was just because I had a little too much twist going on. And that's why it wasn't going in. Although, I imagine also that this is a bit heavy, so that's also gonna probably be an issue. So, no! No, why are we off already? Can we not do that? Thank you. Not a thing I need today. A little bit more thin on it. I gotta adjust this being a bit more hug to it. Oh, that's not enough tug that it's gonna yank it out of my hands. Although I know some people definitely like that, but that's not my speed. Although I've not been spinning for that long. Oops. So yeah, this is probably squishing on it a little bit. That's why it looks like that. The rest of it's probably a wee bit looser. So it's gonna be a while before I have to move this hook, I think, if at all. But I'm gonna actually take my second break right about now. We'll still be spinning some more yarn here, but I just need to get up and stretch because, you know, that be important. Alright. So I'll be back again in the usual 5 to 10 minutes. Totally feel free to play Cinco if you would like, or, you know, grab some coffee or wherever the case may be during this short break, and I will be right back. Hi again. And back. Let's get another piece of fiber just in case. More than likely, I'm gonna have to use it. And let's see how much floof spinning we get done for the last hour. Oh, I'm gonna have to adjust this, aren't I? Compare the videos, and apparently back to dropping frames. Sounds fun. Alright, so things stop being too stupid bright, and let's get on with the floof spins. Let me just drop a bit, and well, Crafty. How are you doing? Hopefully you are having a good Tuesday so far. I'm here spinning some Floof. I was working on socks earlier. I think I was gonna change the stream title, but yeah. You guys can see that I'm spinning Floof, so not terribly much of a point to that. Also, we're actually getting really close to the end of this whole braid of fiber. Alright, just 2 more pieces left and then this braid is done. Not gonna. Oh no! Trying to keep my mind. Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully everything turns out alright. That seriously has to suck. I will try to help in the keeping your mind occupied as much as humanly possible. No, how about we don't do that? Hello! It's been a while. How are you doing? Hope all is well. How is your Tuesday? I am here spinning some acrylic floof. Actually pretty close to being done with the... this is acrylic. This is not wool, this is just straight acrylic that I am spinning here. As well as a gab. It was destashed and I was like, you know what? Sure, let me just have some of this. I had recently spun some acrylic anyway. I'm about to crochet. Nice. Bet you're doing well. So the plan for this once I am done spinning this is plying this as a chain ply, which that is my go-to ply these days. Kind of different actually, is one acrylic being, you know, kind of like a plastic. It's certainly a bit more slippery. Sometimes it can be more difficult to reattach if you break it. Not impossible. You just have to make sure that you know, floof out the ends of it really, really good to make sure it reattaches. But considering, you know, it doesn't have any sort of proteins because, you know, not an animal fiber, that's gonna make it tricky. Also, if you spin too much, it like literally kind of snaps. So more like, say, again, it becomes like a plastic sort of thing, a little too brittle, so you kind of have to keep a balance. But other than that, it's pretty enjoyable to spin. I haven't had any too much issues today. The only thing being my consistency has been kind of meh. My only issue right now is the fact that it looks a good chunk of the way full, even though this is pretty sure a 4-ounce braid, and it's supposed to hold 8 ounces. I don't have the other braid with me, so it's fine, but that is certainly a thing I want to keep in mind. Although I think it might depend on, you know, the kind of floof in question going on. Because, you know, the fluffier stuff sometimes might take up a little bit more space. So that number is not actually a guarantee. And can we stop with the frame droppage? That would be cool. Not sure what its deal is. Alright, it'd be hilarious if I didn't even need to move my hook. I think it's because the amount of tension I have going on here is like making this a bit more denser on here compared to everything else. At least that's what I suspect, but I could be wrong. Let's move that forward just a hair. Get this other piece on here. Yep, definitely a good thing that I cut another piece. So, time to start splitting this. Although, honestly, once I get through, I might just, like, go through this, like, put this on another bobbin and, like, look through and see if there's any, like, weak spots I need to worry about. Ah, okay, why are we acting all weird now? I had not been really dropping frames all day, and now all of a sudden every couple of minutes it's just a small drop of frames going on here. That is really strange. Oh, also, let's get that tiny bit of green out of here, if possible. I try to keep the colors like as separate as possible, like the sides to them, but it doesn't always work out. Try not to worry about it, but if I can, try to get like little bits that I want to be on their proper sides. Alright, and let's get that on there. There we go. I put the tension up just a little bit just because it was having a hard time getting the yarn onto here, but I might turn it back down just a tiny bit. Still should be enough that it gets the yarn on there, but Not too hard though, it's like really tugging on it. I don't want to feel like I'm playing tug of war with, you know. Oh, come on. That I'm playing tug of war with my electric spinner here. Do. Oh, come on. Alright. Although I think at the time where it wasn't taking it in, I got over twisted a little bit, so that's probably what my issue was. So you guys might actually get to watch this get plied. Well, actually, not even might. More than likely, you're going to see this get plied on stream sometime this week, or at least the beginnings of it being plied. So that's certainly going to be interesting. I honestly didn't think I'd be finished with this braid while I was down here, but again, I didn't expect to be down here this long, so there's that. Good thing I brought this whole braid. I honestly thought it was overkill when I did, but I was clearly mistaken. For the very nice. Are you going to 2-ply it? Which 2-ply is certainly the easiest. Or you're gonna try a chain ply, or, you know, 3-ply. Imagine probably a chain ply or a 2-ply. Also, what kind of yarn? What kind of fiber are you gonna apply? There we go. Words. Okay. That's usually a good place to start off. It's wool of the... okay, so 100% Peruvian wool. Okay. Something like that. I've used some of their sport weight, and stuff feels pretty nice. I forget if it's superwash now. I don't believe it is. I have wanted to play with their fiber, but at this point, I literally don't think I have like space for enough new fiber. I'm gonna have to spin down what I have before I even think about buying more floof. already a good chunk of the way done with this piece. That's great. No, I did not get the Lazy Kate. I honestly was using the makeshift one for the nano bobbins, which I imagine the same will probably apply for this. But I tend to not have too many bobbins of stuff going at the same time, so that's not going to be an issue. I honestly thought about it, but I was like, nah. Although convenience speaking, it probably would have been a good idea. But at the time, I really didn't have, like, you know, the funds for that sort of thing. Okay, oh, I guess it's almost about to be time to add on the other piece for that portion of fiber. That happened quickly. There. Alright. I need to leave a little bit so this can attach onto there. Let me draft this one. Come on. Alright. There we go. And we have this attached. Awesome. It's a little too thin, but it should be alright. Oops. Okay, that's a little thin. Put it right in there. Okay, I think I've gotten the hang of this a lot more than when I was first spitting on this one. With this wheel. I remember it kept breaking every so often. Getting used to the speed and the tension has been pretty interesting on this wheel. think I'll need to move this just yet. We'll see. Also, this is the longest I've been in one spot for a while. Where are we? Yeah. A little bit more and then I'll finally be able to move this back. I'm honestly am curious to see what kind of wheel, not bobbins, there we go, bobbin designs that they come out for with the 6, just because some independent people have come up with some really cute designs on their bobbins. And those are smaller bobbins, so I imagine with a little more space, like with these, allow for a lot more designs on them. Come on, and I have a feeling I might need to use the other piece. Right, I'm going. Okay. Turn down the spin just a hair. It's going just a shade too fast. We should be fine now. Alright, and oops. How about we don't do that? No, 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 no. There you go. Ooh. That's gonna be a little too thin. Let's fix that before that becomes a problem. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need that last piece. At the rate I'm going. I did not expect whatsoever today. Come on. There we go. Alright, we're almost there. Just a tiny bit left in my hand also. How could I move that from there so it stops having that little around there? Oh, I think I might need to move this. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna move that. And let me grab other piece. That's actually a little bit long, but hopefully suffice for the next 15 minutes. There we go. It was looking a little bit wonky there. Oops, a little bit thin. I should prep that other piece of fiber. There. Alright. More than likely, I might not get back to the front again. Oh well. Okay, so time to draft this last. We'll split and then draft that last piece. Which, this is the end of this. Alright. That should be enough. It's tiny bit of purple in here, but that's fine. Still a small smidge of green. But it's alright enough. Leave that there. Craft this end. Do. That felt like a bit of floof on my face. Alright. Let's attach you guys onto here. There. No? Okay. Let's not do that. I noticed I'm spinning a bit thinner. I tend to when I get closer to the end. That's an annoying thing, and I really wish I would stop doing that. Oop, yeah. Let me deal with this guy. That's way too thin. Okay, that's better. Oops. It's hilariously kind of fitting that I'm going to be ending on a purple piece. Give me mine. What's the word I'm looking for? I was gonna say obsession, but that's probably a bit too strong of a word. Close association with purple. That's probably a good way to put it. Because saying I like purple a lot is probably a mild understatement. Yeah, and it's getting bright again. Although on the purple thing, given what my emotes look like and what my setup looks like, no one is surprised here at this point in time. I mean, I do like other colors, but purple tends to be, you know, my main color of choice. Which if it's not, usually it's blue or green. Although I do like red on occasion. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna bother me enough that I am gonna adjust that. Let me stop this. I wasn't gonna bother to adjust given it's only a couple more minutes left of the stream, but there. That is annoyingly bright. And I can't stand looking at it. Alright. Although I honestly would have to say I'd prefer too much sun than not enough and having to add more lighting. My usual complaint, so this is actually better circumstance of the two. Where are we? Do-do-do. Ooh, let's thin that a little bit. Alright, so it's probably going to be near the end of this piece that I end. Hold on. Alright, and okay, I'm gonna pause here, just near the end of this bit of floof here, and then we just have this bit left, and we're basically gonna be done with this braid, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Although tomorrow is gonna be digital art stuff and things, so I'm not gonna be seeing this tomorrow, but again on Friday, we don't end up spinning on this between now and Friday, which is certainly possible, but rather leave at least the last bit of this for stream. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Be back again tomorrow, as I said, doing the art stuff and things. Also, let's see, I might be able to make it back to the front, maybe. Possibly. Yeah, you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday if you're hanging out here, and hopefully see you guys again, then. Bye!